Dear friends, welcome back on Gourmet della Provenza, the channel of recipes and delicacies of Capitanata, the area north of Puglia, where Emperor Frederick II of Swabia lived and died. To discover its unique flavors and its identity, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, push on like, activate the notification bell to be always updated on upcoming videos, and, above all, suggest to do the same to all your friends, family and acquaintances. In this way, you will contribute to spreading the knowledge of the Capitanata, which is a bit our mission. I decided to make a video on Apulian Bread because with COVID we are making it since more than 1 year. I watched many YouTube videos, more than 60, so we made quite a bit of experience, including some mistakes and many experiments. At the end, I would like to suggest you this method with such a result. I would say not bad. Check this out. About 10 centimeters high and 20 centimeters diameter. This video is actually quite long. I've decided to show you all steps without cutting anything, so you can get the same result. Because I'm sure that everybody, including you, Milanese, who buys bread for 5 euros per kilo, you want to make Apulian bread as well. I'm from Puglia, coming from Capitanata, one of the most important areas of Italy for the production of corn. Therefore, for me, it's quite a moral obligation to do so. Let's get started now. Enjoy! Before starting, I would like to say hello to all my friends and relatives, close and far. Those who are, for example, in Poland, ciao Giro! Those who are in Austria, ciao Luca! And those who are in Switzerland, ciao Giovanni! In America, in London, in Romania, and so on. In short, everybody. Ciao! Let's now proceed with the first step, the preparation of the polish. What is it? It's a mix of water, flour and yeast that you let it rise overnight. It will make a kind of dough that we will need for the actual preparation. To make the polish, just as for every recipe, we will need some high-tech tools, just like this one, really high-tech. I'm joking, of course. We're not gonna use any tech toy for the whole preparation. Everything will be very easy and traditional. So we will need a jar like this one with a cover, approximately this size. Let's now put in it 150 grams or 5.3 ounces of water. Please not more. Let's be very precise with the help of a scale. Sink water is okay. I use the filtered one. Okay, let's put it in. Then let's put just a pinch of yeast, not more. Use please the fresh one, really a small pinch. Okay. And now let's add 150 grams or 5.3 ounces of flour. Here we go, slowly, with the help of a kitchen scale. Well, let's go. Use the normal flour 0 or 00 is okay, not wholemeal. Okay, adding, almost reaching 150 grams or 5.3 ounces. There we go. Slowly, be careful, don't make a disaster. There we go. Some more. Oh. Spilled out a little bit. Slowly, carefully. Okay. Let's now mix very well all ingredients for approximately 1 minute. From bottom to top, let's amalgamate them very well. Well, okay. Slowly. Well, again, more. They have to really mix very well, especially the yeast should melt here in the jar. Okay, approximately 1 minute from bottom to top. Okay, well, here we go. It's almost done, it's almost okay. Removing from the spoon. Good. Yeast will ferment. We will leave it overnight. I suggest to prepare this the evening before. You can either put it in the fridge or leave it outside as you prefer. We will use it in the next day. Leave it for at least 8-10 hours. Of course, close it with the cover and leave it ferment overnight. See the level where it is, less than the half of the jar. When we complete fermentation, we reach almost all. Therefore, it will be more than double its volume. It's very important, this fermentation for the Polish. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Ciao. Welcome back. Polish is now ready. As you can see, it's approximately doubled. Now let's put it in a kitchen vessel like this one. Okay, let's put it all slowly. Let's use our tech tool to help us, very useful. Let's take it out, all of it. There we go. As you can see, fermentation has got its job done. Okay. Well, a little bit more here in the bottom. And now we are going to start to prepare the dough. Okay. Well, very good. Some more here. Okay. Done. Let's prepare the dough now. Let's add just some salt, a little pinch is okay. Normal salt, kitchen. If you prefer salty bread, add more, otherwise less, as your personal taste. Let's now add a pinch of fresh yeast, approximately 10 grams or 3.35 ounces. There we go, the same than yesterday. Then let's add 230 grams of water or 8.11 ounces of water. Please not more, otherwise the dough will be very sticky and you don't want it, definitely. There we go, almost done. Okay. Now with 3 fingers, let's mix very well Polish, water and yeast. Let's get the yeast melt very well. Just a few seconds. Okay, let's mix it very well. The yeast should melt. Almost done. Okay, now let's add exactly 400 grams or 14 ounces of flour. You can use it the one you prefer. I have here just a very common one, not special. If you prefer, you can mix to make a whole grain bread with wholemeal flour. In this case, I suggest a mix of approximately 100-150 grams or 3.5-5.3 ounces of wholemeal flour, and the rest, meaning 300 grams to 150 grams of 10.6 or 12 up to 12.3 ounces of white 0 or 00 flour, keeping the whole mix up to 400 grams or 14 ounces of flour. Okay, here we go. Now let's mix. We will use again our high-tech tool, our spoon. Let's turn it very well until everything is mixed. Water is fully absorbed, and you make a quite big effort to turn more. Then we will do someone else. I'm gonna show you in a second. A couple of minutes mixing is enough just to collect all the flour you have there, no? So to absorb all of the water you have there. Okay. Okay, here we go, almost done. Very good. Let's now proceed further with dough. Very important, let's wet our hands very well with running water, and let's make now this movement. Okay, here we go, I just wet my hands. Let's tighten the dough this way, with this movement. This will simulate a professional planetary, but again, we don't want to use any tech toy. We want to stick on traditional. Okay, this way we will start creating structure for our gluten mesh and robustness. After having tightened for approximately 2 minutes, let's cover the dough with a cloth and let it rest for approximately half an hour. I don't use plastic, I want to be ecologic. Okay, let's see in half an hour. Here we go, after half an hour the dough looks like this, it's starting getting some robustness. Now let's wet our hand again under running water because dough is still very sticky, don't want to make a disaster. Very well, very wet I recommend. Then let's make this movement, let's take the dough from the bottom and pull it very well up to the traction point, and let's repeat this for 10 times. 10 times. The goal is to create structure. We have to make some layers. Now let's roll the dough on itself again for 10 times. Okay? Let's take it and roll it on itself for 10 times. There we go. Let's also beat it and roll it a little bit to create even more structure. After that we leave it to rest for another approximately half an hour, again under the cloth. I do not use plastic films since it's not green. Then after half an hour we do the same movements again, meaning we pull it for 10 times until the traction point, then we roll it on itself for 10 times, then we leave it rest and bump up for at least 2-3 hours, even for if you have time. So I'll see you in approximately 4 hours. Dear friends, after approximately 3 hours of dough rising up, here how it looks like. It definitely increased its volume, as you can see, the double more or less. If you have time, I recommend you to leave a little bit more, so minimum 2 hours, better 3 hours, even better 4 hours. Let's put now some flour on our working surface, and now we do the so-called folds to give our dough even more robustness, consistency and volume, creating the bubbles, which we really like thanks to fermentation. Let's put our dough on the working surface. This time we don't need to get our hand wet since the dough is not sticky anymore. The dough is now much more solid and consistent. Let's keep it all. And now the folds. Okay. Very well. The dough is on the working surface. Let's remove it from the vessel. Okay. Let's first roll out the dough. Let's put some flour on our hands, just a little bit. Let's roll the dough, hanging it, as you can see. Now I'll show you better. Dough has many bubbles. We do not have to break them, so gently we have to roll, but don't break the bubbles. This step is very important. Please don't miss it. Take your time to roll the dough. Don't force. If it gets hard, you can leave it in for a few seconds and then continue. See the bubbles? Let's do it just like for pizza. To roll the dough. We're going to make bread, not pizza, but the procedure is basically the same. Okay, let's extend a little bit more. So to get the full extension, again gently, don't break the balls. Okay, and now let's fold twice from this side. So first time, this first fold, and second fold, here we go. The same from the other side. So first fold, there we go, and second fold. Okay, now the other direction. We have to fold from the other side. First fold, okay, and second fold. Very good. Let's close it very well. We have to make a kind of a ball. Let's put some more flour on the working surface. Okay, and now we make this movement. We put the dough on the floor and we turn it in this way for 4-5 times. Then we fold it again. See how many big bubbles there are here? Can you see? Okay, and now let's make the extension, the roll of the dough again. We have to make the folds again. So let's roll it gently. Don't break the bubbles. I perceive many bubbles. Maybe you cannot see very well, but trust me, there are many bubbles. I'm extending and rolling gently. I don't break the bubbles. Okay, here we go. Now is much more consistent, so we will not get the same sides and same extension than before, but still quite big size. Okay, almost done. Now let's fold. First time from this side. Here we go. Gently. Second time. The other side. First fold and second fold. And then on the other side. First fold. And then we close. Second fold. We close very well. We do the ball again. Let's put some flour on the working surface. There we go. Okay. Very good. And now this movement. So you take the dough from the side and at the end you turn it. You just take it from one side and then you turn it for 4 or 5 times. Take it and turn it. Take it and turn it. Again, take it and turn it. You have to make a ball. Take it and turn it. Okay? See how nice it is. Take it and turn it. It's very consistent. Take it and turn it. Take it and turn it. Okay, very nice. Let's put some more flour. Okay, we close very well. Take it and turn it. Take it and turn it. We have to make a ball very consistent. Should be a ball, you know, super consistent. Look at this. Okay, now we put it again in the vessel. And we go and we leave it rest for approximately 2 hours, always with the cloth on it. Let's see you in 2 hours, okay? Ciao! Welcome back, dear friends, after approximately 2 hours. And here we go. Here is the dough, how it looks like. It grew very much. It's almost the whole vessel. Now we do the folds again, exactly the same procedure that we did before. We put some flour on the working surface and we go. Let's now put it in a vessel that we'll use it to bake, and we cover it and we leave it rest for approximately 2 hours. Dear friends, welcome back. It's now time to bake. We have preheated the oven at 230 Celsius degrees, 446 Fahrenheit. It has to be very, very hot. Let's also put one metal vessel in the oven to warm it up. The one where we will put the dough in, and keep it there for a few minutes so it gets super hot. However, before moving the dough, let me please show you the dough, how it looks like after all this fermentation. There we go. Let me take it. Not bad, I would say, huh? You agree? Now I'm just moving the dough in the preheated vessel. Pay attention, do not burn yourself, it's super hot, okay? So move the dough in the preheated vessel, metal vessel, to put in the oven to get it very warm. There we go, pay attention. Okay. It's time now for the cross sign with the help of a knife. Make a couple of cuts. It's not aesthetic only, it will help the dough to grow more in the oven when we bake. Okay, this is the cross sign. Let's add now just a pinch of flour, just a little bit on it for aesthetic. There we go. To make them even nicer, we can use the scissors. Okay, we cut with the scissors all around the cuts that we did with the knives. Okay, here we go. Very well. We're ready now to put in the oven. I put the cover, the second vessel, on it. This will help to cook the bread much better because of the steam that the bread will release, that is still humid dough. Okay, we bake it for approximately 40 minutes, so 230 Celsius degrees. Then after that we will proceed with the second phase without the cover for approximately 15 minutes, okay, but without the cover and a lower temperature, 210 Celsius degrees. See you soon. Ciao. Okay, after 40 minutes of baking, it's now time to remove the top vessel for the second phase of baking that will make the crust. Okay, and we have to reduce the temperature. Okay, let's take it out. Let's remove the vessel. Oh, very nice, amazing. Okay, let's put it back. Decrease the temperature to 210 Celsius degrees or 410 Fahrenheit, and bake it for 15 minutes more. This will make very nice crust at the end of the baking. Okay, see you soon. Okay, time has passed. The crust is done. Let's take it out. Okay, pay attention, it's very hot. Okay, we're moving it out. Wow, it smells like crazy. And look at the crust, it's amazing. Okay, put it on a grill to cool it down. Don't heat. You don't want to eat the bread when it's very hot. It has to be cold. So cool down, and then we will see again for the last part of the video, which is the tasting. Okay, but cool down for approximately 10-15 minutes at least. Otherwise, it's too hot and it's not okay. See you soon. Dear friends, now the bread is cold, but before cutting I would like to show you the sides, how much is high, and the weight. Well, it's as you can see, it's approximately 6-7 centimeters high, 8 let's say, and let me put on a scale. Well, it's approximately 750 grams, so more than half a kilo of bread. Okay, and now the taste of the cutting. Let's see the sound of the bread, the fresh bread just out of the oven. Here we go. Here we go. The bread is cut. Look how nice it is with the bubbles. And now we will prepare the so-called Cuzzetto according to our Apulian tradition. Okay, now let's prepare the Cuzzetto, which is a traditional plate from Apulia. Okay, let's cut this part of the bread and squeeze a tomato. See the breadcrumbs, how nice it is. It's super soft and super nice, while the external part it's crunchy. Okay, let's squeeze the tomato. Cut it and squeeze it. You have to put it completely there, inside. Don't waste anything. Okay, put in the tomato. This is called sprisciare in my dialect. Okay, put it very well, all in it, this way. Fine. Then at this point let's add also in the bread some oregano. Okay, some rain of oregano. Then of course also some salt, and last but not least the ingredient which you cannot miss, the extra virgin olive oil Peranzana from Torremaggiore, the best ingredient ever. Check Gourmet della Provenza for all information and all details about it. Ciao ciao ciao!